Welcome to Ray at the Movies, and welcome to my 31 days of Halloween, where I upload a video every day for the whole month of October. And today's movie is A Nightmare on Elm Street for the Dream Master, which came out August 19th, 1988. What I will say is I like the first, third, and fourth the best, because they all, the one thing I will give credit is the movies continue the storyline. They connect. I don't remember if the second one really connects to the third, but I know the first, third, fourth, fifth connect, as well as the seventh one. I don't really think Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare really connects. I haven't seen that film in a long time. I don't really think it connects too much, but we have a good film. I like this film. It's not as good as the third sequel, the third one, but I still like it. And so with that, let's get going. We have Rodney Eastman, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors, Deadly Weapon, Dead Man Can't Dance, Sawtooth, Robert Englund, Wishmaster, Night Terrors, Urban Legend, Python. There's a movie that you haven't heard of. That is a direct-to-video movie that he did that spawned sequels, by the way. And only the second sequel was worthy. The other sequels are kind of versus movies. But anyways, let's go back. And there's Daniel Hazel, A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child, Guts and Glory, The Rise and Fall of Oliver North, The China Lake Murders, Reunion from Hell 2. I have no idea what the first one was. Andreas Jones, Far From Home, The Prom Demolitionist, The Attic Expeditions, Tuesday Night, Promised a Miracle, The Prom cover story, It Wants Blood, Nicholas Mail, A Small King, Killing, Crossing the Mob, Going Under, Fast Getaway 2, Tony Newkirk, The O.J. Simpson Story, 100 Kilos, Tapped Out, Ken Sugos, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors, The Backlot Murders, Brother White, It Wants Blood 2, Brooke Thesis, Little Nikita, Class Cruise, Just the 10 of Us TV series, Catwoman, Lisa Wilcox, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Child, Watchers Reborn, Dead Country, The Bloody Man, directed by Ronnie Harlan, Prison, Die Hard 2, Cliffhanger, The Long Kiss Goodnight, story by William Kutzwinkle, Fat Boys, Are You Ready for Freddy, Book of Love. And then also Brian Helgeland, 976 Evil, Highway to Hell, Conspiracy Theory, A Knight's Tale. I've seen all those movies, and they're pretty good. I haven't seen A Knight's Tale in a while, though. Screenplay, oh, I did it twice, so that must have been the story. Okay, screenplay by the same guy I just mentioned. Payback, Man on Fire, The Taking of Pelham, 1, 2, 3, The Postman, Jim Wheat, The Fly 2, Rattled, Pitch Black. Music by Craig Safan, Corvette Summer, Fade to Black, Nightmares, The Last Starfighter, Special Effects, John Carl Beekler, The Prey, Ghoulies 1 through 3, Troll, Cellar Dweller, Terror Vision, Screaming Mad George, Curse 2, The Bite, Don't Panic, Bride of the Reanimator, Faust, Steve Johnson, Ghost Story, Howlin' 4, The Original Nightmare. That is the only thing that's good about the movie. That movie is the special effects. They're fantastic for a low-budget direct-to-video movie. Night Angel, The Stand miniseries, Kevin Yeager, A Nightmare on Elm Street 2 and 3, Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter, Trick or Treat, the 1982 one. The Hidden Story, Freddy Krueger returns once again to terrorize the dreams of the remaining Dream Warriors, as well as those of a young woman who may be able to defeat him for good. Following up the previous Nightmare film, the Dream Demon Freddy Krueger is resurrected from his apparent demise and rapidly tracks down all three of the surviving Elm Street kids. However, Kristen Parker soon realizes that Freddy has taken advantage of that unknown power she now wields to pull a new group of teenage children into this foul domain. Can she finally defeat Freddy, or is it already too late? Trivia. First, film in the franchise where Robert Englund received top billing in the opening credits. The name of the diner where Alice works is called The Craven, a reference to franchise creator Wes Craven. Wes Craven turned down New Line Cinema's offer to direct and rewrite their script. Rick and Alice were twins in the script. This was the highest grossing entry in the Nightmare on Elm Street film franchise, not counting Freddy vs. Jason. It earned $49 million in the US. The highest grossing film of 1988. Oscar-winning writer Brian Helgeland was hired to write the film after being recommended by Robert Englund, from whom he penned the screenplay to Robert's directorial debut, 976 Evil. The film had a release date set, but no script or director. And Hyland was hired under the condition that he could deliver the script within 7 days. He was advised by New Line head Robert Shane that if the script came in a day late, they didn't want it. Hyland then flew home to Massachusetts for Christmas and wrote the script sitting at his father's kitchen table. He FedExed the finished screenplay back to Los Angeles and made his deadline. Based on the script, director Ronnie Harlan signed on when the film marks Helgeland's first screen credit. Though 976 Evil was his first produced screenplay, it was released after this movie. Not only did actress Tuesday Knight co-star in the film, she also performed the theme song. The actress of this film convinced producers to create Freddy's Nightmare. Reportedly, Ronnie Harlan original version of the film was considered to be too campy and ridiculous by New Line, which is why some of the cuts were made on the film before theatrical release. Harlan's original cut had an alternate score and many deleted scenes and extended scenes. These included more scenes with Kristen, including a nightmare scene in which she is chased by Freddy soon after he killed Joey and Kinlan, and an extended version of the beach scene where Freddy's shadow is touching and burning her with sunburns. Small parts of these scenes can be seen in trailers for the film, and there are also some stills showing the extended beach scene. There was an additional nightmare scene with Alice dreaming that her father turns into Freddy. It is believed by fans who first discovered these missing scenes that Harlan's original version is lost. Only the original script has all the deleted scenes. Robert Englund's favorite movie of the series. According to everyone interviewed about the movie and the documentary Never Sleep Again, The Elm Street Legacy, no one really knows why Patricia Arquette didn't come back. A few theories include her agent asking too much money, her being pregnant at the time, and her already committed to Far North. Arquette commented on the issue in 2017. They asked me to come back for Elm Street 4, but at the time I was starting to break into kind of meteor roles. I had just done a movie of the week about teen pregnancy called Daddy, and I was really liking getting deeper with my work. I love the horror genre and the Freddy franchise, but I was chomping at the bit to try other things as an actor. As always, the studio first asked series creator Wes Craven for ideas for a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie. He and Bruce Wagner came up with a concept for the film that involved time travel through dreams, which was technically a recycled concept for their script for a Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors that had been removed in rewrites. However, producers Robert Shea and Sarah Richer felt that this was too high a concept for a Nightmare on Elm Street sequel, and didn't think it fit the formula that Craven created with the first film. 1988 was the first year in which all three of the top 10 of the top horror franchises, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, and Halloween, all released new films in the same year. The Dream Master, Friday the 13th, Part 6, New Blood, and Halloween 4, The Return of Mike Myers, all of which would reach #1 at the box office. I like this film. It's a continuation, like I said. I like the special effects and the concept. of being able to drag people in their dreams, and also the concept of anytime someone's killed, she gains their powers or whatever. So that concept is kind of cool. So I give this movie 4 out of 5. I like it. It's not as good as part 3, but I still like it. So with that, I will say have a good night, have a good one, and I'm out of here.